And you know what you clicked on. It's the pickup video from Niagara Falls, which was like 2 weeks away, but I have other stuff programmed or scheduled onto the channel. I'm actually shooting this the Sunday of Comic Con, the last day. I'm tired, I'm exhausted, but I wanted to get this video done ASAP so then I could put some stuff away and I didn't forget anything. The Comic Con. Let me talk about this for a quick second. You seen the tour video? I loved it. I always love that Comic Con. It's big, it's nice, the staff is friendly. I've been to some where the staff, you just want to not go anymore, and that's what I do. I don't go to those ones. Downfall of this Comic Con, it was the 5th year anniversary. That's not a bad thing. But I found that the prices were more than the last 3 years we went. We didn't go to the first one, but we went to the second, third, fourth, and fifth. This will be the 4th year. So prices seemed a little bit expensive, which is a downside, but also a good side because I came home with some money. Now I didn't pick up much, but I like what I picked up. There was some stuff I had to leave and not buy, but that's okay. So as I'm looking, I'm like, what should I do first? Well, we'll start with the energy drink can. It's empty because I always have a fear that the cans will explode if the game room gets hot. My dad's a Coca-Cola collector and his cans do that. So they didn't really have very many beverage sellers this time. Made me really sad because the last time I picked up some different sodas and did bottoms up videos. I also bought last year the E-Tank, the Mega Man E-Tank, and the Sonic the Hedgehog, I think it's called Speed Juice. I'm probably wrong about that. So I know they do different Pac-Man, but this was the only one that they had. They had the Mega Man E-Tank, but if I already have it, I don't want another one. I did drink this. I didn't like it. It tasted kind of like cherry cough syrup. So you can count that as a bottoms up if you want. But kept the can. Looked good with the rest in the game room. We'll go with the pop figures. I did buy 3. I am honest about this. I love the way the pop figures look. They're cute. Pop figures are now becoming the Beanie Babies of this generation. Now, the reason I picked up 3, though, is because I did want Gizmo. I do have Stripe, or how they call him, the Gremlin. So I wanted Gizmo to go with him, to go on my game shelf. So I was lucky. The guy who runs our local EV games, I feel bad for him. He's been trying and trying to find me one, and I found one. And they're kind of hard to find around these parts. So I found one. I'm very happy about that. And I'm not keeping them in the box. I will keep them in the box in case anybody wants to buy them in the future. Another one I really wanted was Beetlejuice, because I have my old Beetlejuice playset with the gravesite that opens up. Unfortunately, I don't have any of my old Beetlejuice figures, and because I like the pop figure style, I would like this, or I would like a nice bigger Beetlejuice to stand with it. I'm one of those people. If I buy one piece that I like or have a piece, I'd like to kind of make a diorama. Now the Oogie Boogie Man. This, I liked him because he was cute. He is my favorite Nightmare Before Christmas character. So they have a deal. You can't see the stickers. There's stickers on these ones as I throw him. That in their store, they sell them for $14.95 plus tax. So at the Comic Con, they were selling them for $20 a piece. So, as I said, he was selling them for $20 a piece, and it was buy 2, get 1 free, pretty much. And I really wanted Slimer, and the people in front of us bought the last Slimer. So I picked the Boogie Woogie Man. He is my favorite Nightmare Before Christmas character, as I said, and he is cute. They didn't have any of the other ones I wanted, and they have the new Ghostbusters, but we're not going to talk about that. So I did pick up one that wasn't on my list, but I'm not dissatisfied. I got a free one. I'll keep that stuff for later. I'll keep this for later too. So I do like video games. If you subscribe to my channel, you most likely know that. And the first day we were there, we shot the walkthrough video. We didn't shoot a game hunting video this time, and we didn't shoot the bucket list show like I was planning. That first day kind of waped us, and Saturday for us was just a madhouse and a flip-flop. So we didn't really get to shoot very many videos or any footage. But I picked up Contra, an NES classic. Label's a little rough, but around these parts, it's getting hard to find up here in Canada where I'm from. And it's going for 40 to 60 bucks. And they're selling it for $25. And I asked if he would take 20 for it. It's a great game if you never played Contra. What's wrong with you? So I didn't have it in my collection, so I wanted to pick it up. And here it is. Maybe I'll just start piling stuff behind. So we always pick up at least one game from these sellers. I'm sorry, I'll put links in the descriptions and names, and you can check them out for yourselves. And we usually pick up board games, card games, dice games from them. And this time, we picked up Mars Attacks, the dice game, and Ultimate Werewolf. This is a dice game by the title. Actually made by Topps in the Steve Jackson game, so that's pretty cool. And this is just a card game. So they were asking 20 for Werewolf, 25 for Mars Attacks. And my wife actually made a dress, and the funny thing is the guy that was selling these, his wife made him a 3-piece suit with the same material. So I made a joke because I like to make jokes. Will you give us a deal because her dress matches your outfit? And I asked him, I don't like to gouge people, everybody's got to make a profit. So instead of paying $45, I asked him to knock down $5, and we got both of these for $40. I don't think that's bad. Card games and board games are really expensive, especially the custom ones. I'm not talking like Sorry and Monopoly. I'm talking ones that if you don't go to a game store, you most likely don't know what it is. So I feel like it was a good buy, and we'll get a lot of fun out of this stuff with our friends. So money well spent. I put the program there just to show it off. Really nice cover. We'll get some close-up shots of this later. But I'm at Howard Scott Warshaw. This is actually my ET cartridge. If you watched the Game Room tour last Monday, you know that I actually said that I was going to get this signed. And to my luck and surprise, I met the legend himself. He was really nice. They did a Q&A, and the stories that he told, we all knew those stories, but it was just amazing hearing them from the man himself. When you met him up close, he was a man of few words, up close and personal, but he was really nice. It was a dream come true to meet the legend himself. Say what you will about E.T., and if you're a subscriber to my channel, you know that I don't think this is the worst game ever made. And yeah, I'm actually going to get a nice case for this because it means something to me. So we'll put this here. Now, I've got two more things. One's got a long story, and I'll save that to the end because you most likely can see this Mallrats poster behind me. I picked up a Frogger tabletop arcade game. So, it's all here. The box is a little rough at front. It happens. It's got the booklet. And it's got the plastic holder inside too. And here it is. I don't know actually how much. It actually started off as a joke because my friend Steve and I have a Frogger tournament. It started last year. And this year they didn't bring the Frogger tabletop. And if anybody from Niagara Falls Comic Con that organizes this watches, if I can make a suggestion, this year you put the arcade games in the middle of the convention. I liked it the way you did it year 4, where you put them actually in the foyer. there was more room. It was very crowded and uncomfortable, and there was more of a selection. Still enjoy the arcade games. I don't recommend getting rid of that, but that would be my suggestion. So we started off joking about this, being that we'll buy this to do our tournament, but Steve wasn't feeling well that day, so we didn't play. So, Steve, because you weren't feeling well, you forfeited the title to me, sir. I do want to say something. So he was asking $75 for it, and I got it down to $65. Did I say you wanted $65 or $75?
You want $75?
I know.
You paid $65.
Okay. He wanted $75 for this, all complete. And he went from 75 to 70, and just at the last second before, because I was just ready to go because we had tickets to go see Kevin Smith and Jason Mewes podcast, I asked him if he'd do any better. I told him that we're actually leaving early, and he gave it to me for 65. So then I went in and I sat down, waited in line, and I noticed, unfortunately, this is not a complete original from '81. It's actually a remake from 2001, which doesn't bug me. Let's get that out of the way, because on eBay, the idiots are still charging way too much for these. I love this, though. I don't regret what I paid. It works great, but my favorite thing is he must have bought this from a flea market, which that's how he makes his money. But there was a $60 price tag on this. So let's say he bought it for $60. He only got $5 profit off me, which he probably got it for less, but I feel good knowing that. So I'm going to put this all away, and I will talk about my last thing. As you know, if you're a subscriber to the channel, I don't know how many times I'm going to say that throughout the video, I am a huge Kevin Smith fan, and it was on my bucket list to meet Kevin Smith and Jason Mewes. It was one of the top things on my bucket list. Well, it happened. We went to the actual podcast, which is always great. If you get a chance to watch any of the podcasts that Kevin Smith hosts, check them out. You'll laugh, you'll have a good time. It was awesome. And try to look for me in the upcoming Yoga Hosers trailer. He shot that while he was at Comic Con, and hopefully you can see my ugly mug on that trailer. That means that's pretty cool. And I could, if I wanted to, give myself an IMDb credit. So, I figured I wasn't going to meet him. We didn't meet him when we went to Fan Expo. And it's unrealistic because he doesn't really do signings. I was hoping to run into Jason Mewes, and that would have been good enough. So my buddy Steve that was with us, I was waiting out in the hallway going, they gotta come out in the hallway. And Steve's like, they're not gonna come out in the hallway. Follow me, I think I know where they're gonna go. So we walked out of the amphitheater or the convention center, and we walked down this dark, it had some light, but it wasn't the most brightest alley. It was woods on one side and the building on the other, and it was just moths everywhere. They were attacking us. It was kind of funny. And it was raining, not heavily, but it was raining. And we get to this little area that has this really nice little wooden gate where it's panel and then an opening, panel, opening. And there's this Cadillac SUV by the door. And he's like, I bet you any amount of money they're going to come out. Lo and behold, they came out. They were in a hurry. They're humans. It's almost midnight. They have lives and they have other stuff to do. There was about 10 of us out there, and well, there was a guy that was there and he wanted to wait, and then he turned into a bit of an asshole, and he's like, I'm not going to sit around with the rest of you and be creepers. Well, guess what, buddy? If you're watching. Oh, I hate this frame. And I'm leaving that all in the video. I met Kevin Smith and Jason Mewes. So, na-na-na-na-boo-boo, stick your head in doo-doo. We will get shots of this better because I did get, I can never remember her name and her signature is kind of scribbly. she was in Chasing Amy, the star of Chasing Amy, and she's actually in Mallrats, so it makes sense for me to have the signatures. So they're coming out of the building, and I was one of the first people to get to talk to them because it looked like they were ready to leave, and I'm like, hey man, can you sign this for me? And lo and behold, I got them to sign it. It was pretty surreal. Yeah, kind of ride that high for a bit. They wanted just to be bam, 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 done. They took pictures of people. We didn't get pictures. We were happy enough with the signatures. It was raining. We had a long drive to where we were staying. So this was good enough. I have the memories. And now I'm talking to you, so the memories will live on the internet. I feel grateful. It was a hell of a good con. This is what made it amazing. And I should say this to everybody that because I doubted this was going to happen, and it's because of my wife and Steve that kind of pushed this to happen. Don't give up. Trust me, as a person who gives up on dreams and everything, this is pretty surreal. But anyways, we'll do some shots of everything while I talk over this, so you probably won't see most of this. Anyways, if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, because you don't like my ugly mug on your screen, you're a little jelly about anything I picked up, go ahead, you can click the thumbs down button. Hit that subscribe button, because I do a lot of other stuff on this. Movies, video games, rants. And in the summers and stuff, we go to cons and conventions. And if you guys like this, tell me, and I will keep doing pickup videos and convention tours. So that's on the channel as well. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I try to update it at least once a day, keep you guys entertained. And until next time, stay crazy, my friends. Thanks for watching.